the contradiction between NPV and IRR for selection of a project. NPV means what? Net present value. And IRR is the internal rate of return. These are the tools for decision making under capital budgeting. Okay. To understand the problem, we have taken these projects, project M and project N, and these are the cash flows for both the projects. C0 means initial investment, C1, C2, C3, first year, second year, third year. This is the timing of the cash flows. All are presented in rupees. I have not taken very high value because high value and small value, low value, same. Decision criteria is same. That's why we have taken not very high figure for discussing the problem. Okay. For project M, negative means outflow of fund and positive means inflow of fund or cash flows. For the project M, the cash outflow is rupees 1680 at the beginning, and after 1 year the cash inflow is rupees 1400 in this way. After second year the cash inflow is this, and after third year the cash inflow is 140. For the project M, the initial investment is this, rupees 1680. Initial outflow, negative means outflow, investment. That means investment for both the projects are same, but for N, the cash inflows year wise are presented here. After first year, this is the cash inflows 140, second year, and after third year, the cash inflow is 1510. You just inspect the data, then you will see the cash inflows are reversed in magnitude. For the project M, initial year the inflow is more and it is decreasing, but for project M, the first year cash flow is the lowest and then it is increasing. After third year it is 1500 is the highest one, 510 is the reverse order. Now I am going to show you the calculation, then we will interpret and then we will take the decision. Okay. So for easy, we have taken the help of Excel sheet for computation of net present value, NPV and IRR. Because to calculate IRR manually it will take a lot of time. My purpose is to make you understand how to take decision. That's why I've taken the help of Excel sheet. Now see the calculation. Now see the calculation. Okay. This is the data. Same data I have presented here in the Excel sheet. M and N. I am not repeating this. At the rate of 9% discount rate, the net present value for project M comes to rupees 301.69, and for project N, this is the NPV value. So how you have calculated, this is the formula. It is very easy, you can check it. I am not going to discuss about that. So in this way you can calculate the net present value for both the projects. And IRR I have calculated, the value is this. For project M, that is 23%. For project N, it is 17%. Now, see how we take decision. We all know that for NPV, we always prefer higher NPV for accepting a project. And for IRR, the higher rate of return is preferable. But in this case, it is such data that for M, the IRR is more than N, and for NPV, N is more. That means if we consider the NPV for selecting the project, then N should be accepted as its NPV is more. And if you apply the IRR for taking decision for accepting the project, then you have to select project M as it is higher. That is a conflicting situation. Which one I will accept? So to get the idea, I have analyzed the same project with different discount rate. starting from zero discount rate, 5%, 10% in this way, and calculated the NPV value. These are the NPV values. Say for 5%, the net present value for project M is this, and for project M is this. The calculation is very easy because we have used the formula only to drag. After dragging, you will get the formula. Only 4 to 5 minutes are required to calculate all the things. I have done it also. And we have plotted the results to this graph. The x-axis is discount rate, first year, second year, or serial numbers, say 1, 2, 3, 4, not year, the data. All this discount rate is x-axis, and these are the NPV value, net present value, y-axis. This yellow is the project N, and this project is for project M. If you consider the tool NPV as for taking decision, then at this point, that is 10% discount rate, we'll see the NPV value for both the project is same. You can check here also at 10% discount rate, the NPV 276 for M and 276 for N also. That means you can select any project. If you consider NPV is the tool for selecting a project. But if your discount rate is less than 10%, then you should accept the project N. As below 10%, the NPV value is always more for N with respect to M. You should not accept M. Then it is clear. Now, if the discount rate is more than 10%, then which one will accept? In that case, you should accept the project M, as the NPV of M is always more than M. But you should not accept any project for which the NPV is negative. That you have to keep in your mind. Now, with the help of this graph, we have got the rule or criteria by which you can accept the project with the help of NPV. Sir, why you are discussing NPV only? Why not IRR? That I am going to discuss that point also. NPV is always preferable than IRR for decision making. Why? That I am going to discuss. NPV is preferred over IRR. Why? The reasons are narrated here. First, with the help of NPV, it helps in maximizing the shareholders' wealth. Shareholders are the real owner of the firm, company, organization. NPV satisfied this criteria. NPV directly measures increase in value of firm. Value of firm means also wealth maximization, which is the requirement of the owner or shareholders. This satisfied by these tools, NPV. Accept projects with positive NPV only. That's why only when the value of the firm increases. This satisfy the conditions why we select NPV. Now, next point. Why not IRR? That is also presented here. In the case of IRR, sometimes we may get the multiple IRR. That means multiple internal rate of return. एक ही problem but two results, two IRR. Which one should we accept? That may create a problem. That will not come for the case of NPV. Because for the case of NPV, you are giving your discount rate to the problem and it gives you the clear decision. There is no ambiguity. But IRR automatically generates the return. Sometimes for special non-conventional cash flows, more than one return may come out. You may be in problem. That's why again NPV is better with respect to IRR. Reinvestment assumption is realistic. Why? How? In the case of NPV, we give the cost of capital discount rate, and on the basis of that all cash flows are discounted and you will get the result of NPV. But in the case of IRR, the rate of return generates automatically with the help of given cash flows. Now what may happen, the rate generated by the cash flows may be unrealistic, उसका उतना रिटर्न का मार्केट अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है. If you discount the cash flows to that generated discount rate, it may be unrealistic, it may not practical considering the market situations. But in the case of NPV, after considering all the things, your expectations, market, finance availability, the cost of capital is given, all the cash flows are discounted with the given cost of capital, and finally you get the value of NPV. That's why this is more realistic, and this may not be realistic. A result comes as 25%, but there is no opportunity for reinvestment of 25%. It may be the reinvestment opportunity is only 10%, 8%. Then the result, again, not correct. For all these points, NPV is preferred for decision making in the case of capital budgeting. And for that reason, I have analyzed the data with the help of NPV. Now, summarizing the results, we have already discussed the analysis, and this is the summary of the outcome. Initial investment 1680 for both the projects, project M and N. For project M, IRR this and NPV this at the discounted 9%. For project N, IRR is 17% and NPV is this at the discount rate 9%, discount rate taken 9%. And I have already shown this, just presented here. The question comes out, why do NPV and IRR give different rankings? Karan kya hai? What are the reasons? It is narrated here. For project M, front loaded cash flows, that means initial cash flows are higher for project M. Or for project N, back loaded cash flows means the higher cash flows are required at the later stage. The timing difference is the root cause of the ranking. I think now it is clear. So I have already discussed that NPV is better in this conflicting situation to take decision or for accepting a long-term project. The reasons already I have discussed. Again, I am presenting the same graph, and I have already mentioned, if the discount rate is 10%, then you can select any project. If the discount rate is less than 10%, then you should accept project N, and if the discount rate is greater than 10% on the basis of NPV, then the selection of the project will be M. But always NPV must be greater than 0. This is again the final decision at 10% NPV for both the project M and N. It's the same, that's why you can accept any project. But below 10% project N is superior, and above 10% project M is superior. I think you have understood how to select the project in a conflicting situation in the case of capital budgeting. If you have any doubt, any question, you please note down to the comment box. I will give the reply at the earliest possible. Thank you. And if you found this video useful, please like, share and subscribe. That is my request. Thank you. Thank you once again.